Good morning class. Already we have just discussed about the physical properties of alkali metal. Today we are starting with the chemical properties of alkali metals. Chemical properties, that means how they react with oxygen or water or hydrogen or halogens. So first we are talking about the reactivity towards air. Air nothing but the presence of oxygen. That means we are just see that how the particular alkali metals react with oxygen. So here children, I have written that whenever alkali metals are exposed to air, dry air, whatever the moist air, so due to the formation of its oxide with the dry air, they are going to get converted either into hydroxide or carbon. Here I have written that metal whenever exposed to air, that means in the presence of oxygen, it produces oxide, which may be monoxide, which may be peroxide, and which may be superoxide. Okay, that we will learn later on. So whatever the oxide is there, whenever it is dissolved in water, it produces, that means whenever it is moist, that means we are dissolving that oxide into water. So they are dissolving in water to produce hydroxide. Now whenever that hydroxide is react with the moist air which contain carbon dioxide, they are converted into metal carbonate, that is M2CO3 along with water. So to protect them from the exposed of air, उन्हें मेटल हाइड्रोक्साइड या मेटल कार्बोनेट के फॉर्म में अगर हमें whenever they are going to get converted into either metal hydroxide or metal carbonate, अगर वो हमें रोकना है तो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? They are stored in such particular place where air is absent. Children, whenever they are reacting with air, they are producing oxide. But if they are reacting with the moist air containing either water vapor, carbon dioxide, so instead of oxide they are also converting into metal hydroxide or as well metal carbonate. So इनका फॉर्मेशन रोकने के लिए हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? मेटल को ऐसी जगह पे स्टोर करना पड़ेगा जहाँ पे एयर एब्सेंट है, whether it is dry or moist. Now we see that how metal are react with oxygen or how they are exposed to air. Whenever lithium is react with oxygen, 4 mole of lithium react with oxygen, they are going to form the lithium monoxide. लिथियम एक ऐसा है जो मोनोक्साइड फॉर्म करेगा, एक ही ऑक्सीजन का एटम होगा. सो हियर इट इज गोइंग टू बी प्रोड्यूस लिथियम मोनोक्साइड. When we talk about sodium either produce monoxide or peroxide. Peroxide is in formula Na2O2. And rest of the metal like potassium, cesium and rubidium over here, so they are producing superoxide. So when we see about the oxidation state of air, so here when we talk about the oxidation state, oxygen is having the oxidation state in between 0 to +1. So here what we can say over here is that whenever alkali metal are exposed to air, either dry or moist, along with oxygen they are producing hydroxide as well as metal carbonates. So to prevent them from converting the hydroxide and carbonate, that particular metals are going to be kept at which particular place where air is absent. So that is about what? That is about the oxide. Now we learn about the oxide, how their oxides are. They acidic or basic. So children, when we talked about the solubility of oxide, solubility that means either they are dissolved in water or not. So when we talked about the stability and solubility, these all are dissolved in water to produce basic oxide. Now when we talked about its stability, lithium is more stable. Lithium oxide is more stable than that of another particular rest metals, that is sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium, because lithium is having a smaller size, color and magnetic character. Children, when we are talking about the oxides, that is monoxide and peroxide, so they are colorless whenever they are dissolving in water, or whenever they are there in, when we can say that in the pure form they are colorless. But when we talk about superoxide, they are generally either in yellow color or orange color. So when we talked about the paramagnetic nature or diamagnetic nature, diamagnetic, that means when we talked about paramagnetic nature, so due to the unpair of electrons they are paramagnetic in nature, और अगर paired electron है तो diamagnetic. Basicity of oxide, we all know that all are basic in nature, because whenever they are dissolved in water, they are producing alkali, and alkali is nothing but the particular, we can say that a base which is dissolving water. So that is all about what? It is all about its दैट इज़ अबाउट द ऑक्साइड, बट वॉट आर दैट पर्टिकुलर ऑक्साइड, उसकी सॉल्युबिलिटी क्या है, उसकी स्टेबिलिटी क्या है, वो उसकी बेसिसिटी कैसी है, that is all about the oxide. That is not, I think, given in the textbook, but that is all about the oxide. So there is very first chemical property, that is reactivity towards air. Air अपने आप में ऑक्सीजन रखता है. So whenever all these alkali metals are exposed to air, they are forming oxide. But whenever they are exposed to moist or dry air, instead of oxide they are converting into hydroxide as well as metal carbonates, children. So whenever we are talking about that particular, to prevent them from converting into hydroxide and metal carbonate, we just kept these particular metals in such a place where there is absence of air. Now whenever they are exposed to air, they are producing oxide. That oxide either may be monoxide, that oxide may be superoxide, that oxide may be peroxide, children. So that is all about the chemical reactivity towards air. Now we'll see the reactivity towards water, children. So if you want to copy, then you can copy, and then we'll move to the next particular topic. Now children, how it react with water. So whenever alkali metals, they react with water, they produce respective metal hydroxide along with hydrogen gas. So whenever we talk about the general equation, that is metal, that you can write sodium, potassium, then you can write lithium, but these three metals are highly reactive metal, and here I have written that due to the highly reactivity, whenever they come in contact with air or the water, they catches a fire. So to prevent the fire, you always get in the kerosene. So that two metals are sodium and potassium. But when we talk about the lithium is having a very low density. So whenever it is there having a low density, with what low density floats over the solvent, that means it starts to float on kerosene oil or petrol or other organic solvent. So only lithium is the one which is always wrapped in the paraffin bags. It kept wrapped in the paraffin bags. Rather than others, there is sodium and potassium, they are there stored in kerosene. So that is about the reactivity of the metals, alkali metals with water. That means how they react with water. So whenever they react with water, they produce its respective hydroxide along with hydrogen gas. But when we are talking about the highly reactive metals like sodium, potassium and lithium, so sodium and potassium, when they come in contact with air, oil, moisture or water, they catches fire. So to prevent them from that particular fire, they get under kerosene. Whereas lithium is having lower density than that of kerosene or petrol. So rather than stored in kerosene, lithium is there kept wrapped in the paraffin bags. So that is all about the reactivity towards water. Now we'll see that how the metals, they react with hydrogen. So children, when we talk about alkali metals whenever they react with hydrogen, they are producing metal hydrides. Children, when we talked about the alkali metals whenever they react with hydrogen, they are producing metallic hydrides. So we just see the general formula as well as the characteristic of that hydride. So here, if you want to copy, then we move to the next reaction, children. So here, this is the general equation that metal react with hydrogen to produce metal hydride, which are ionic in nature. That means whenever they are dissolved in water, they produce cation and anion as well. So whenever they are dissolving in water, they produce cation and anion. So this is about the reaction of the particular alkali metals with hydrogen. Now we see the reaction towards halogens. Children, when we talk about halogen are group 17 members, which are fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. So whenever we talk about that alkali metals, like hydrides, they are forming halides. That means whenever we talked about the reaction of metals, that is X2, these 2 and X, where X may be fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. But when we talk about lithium, all the halides are also ionic in nature, except lithium. Lithium has the very high polarization power, and due to that it is covalent in nature. It produces covalent halide. Okay. rest all members they are producing ionic halides with the higher melting point as well as boiling point. So when we talk about lithium, why lithium form covalent halide? Due to high polarization power. So it is about the more electronegative and more electropositive, which we are going to learn in chapter number 4. So already we have learned about the three particular. This is the fourth one. Reaction Tabot halogen. Halogens are group 17 members. It is fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine children. So whenever the particular metal is react with halogen, they are producing metal halides which are mostly ionic in nature except lithium. Lithium is covalent in nature, that means lithium produces covalent halide due to its high polarization power, we can say that, and it is based on the high electronegative element as well as high electropositive element that we are going to learn in chapter number 4 as well. So that is about all the chemical properties of alkali metals. Now we'll see about the uses of alkali metals, children. So that is about the chemical properties of alkali metals. Now we'll see the uses of lithium, sodium. Here we are starting with the very first element, lithium. lithium के uses कहाँ पे वो use होते हैं? Alloys बनाने में use होता है. Alloys are the one which are formed by the combination of two or more metals as well as two or more metals and non-metals. तो यहाँ पे लिथियम जो है वो लीड के साथ अगर कंबाइन होता है तो वो एलॉय को हम बोलेंगे वाइट मेटल विच इज यूज्ड फॉर मेकिंग शीट्स ऑफ केबल. केबल के जो शीट्स होते हैं, बाहरी आवरण होता है, बाहरी पर होता है, बाहरी स्तर होता है, इट इज गोइंग टू बी देयर prepared by or going to be there formed by the use of the white metal which is a combination of two metals, that is lithium and lead. Now second is whenever lithium and aluminium are going to be there combined, that particular alloys due to the high tensile strength and the elasticity they are using for making the aircraft machinery part. And lastly when we talked about lithium is used in the thermonuclear reaction as a reagent as well as it is used in electrochemical cell, that means it is going to be used in making batteries. And last is lithium aluminium hydride. ये आप 12th standard में देखोगे बहुत बार. It acts as a strong reducing agent for many of the organic reactions. So these are the uses of lithium. Now when we talked about the next element, that is sodium. Children, when we talked about the sodium is used for making the laboratory agents like caustic soda, that is sodium hydroxide, sodium chloride, washing soda, baking soda. So these are the uses of the sodium for making the solvents which we are using in the laboratory. Other than that, when we are talking about the alloys of lithium, sodium and lead, when we are talked about, so it is used for making anti-knock additives to petrols. That is not, I think, given in the textbook. Liquid sodium metal is used when we are talked about in the breeder nuclear reactors. And very first I have said that it is used for making many of the organic solvents or making many of the organic compounds as well as inorganic compounds of sodium. Now when we talk about sodium metal, when you will talk about sodium lamps are there which are used sodium metal as a reagent, and it is a good reducing agent or reductant. Extraction of many of the particular metals like and non-metals like silicon as well as boron. So whenever we talked about the uses of sodium, so we can write that sodium is used for making lamps, sodium lamps. Then we can say that it is a very good reductant. It is used for extraction of boron and silicon. Then we can write that sodium is used for making many of the table reagents like sodium hydroxide, it is caustic soda, sodium chloride, it is table salt. Other than that, it is also used for making washing soda, baking soda. That are the particular components of, or we can say that compounds of sodium. So when we have talked about that particular sodium, that are the uses of sodium. Potassium, when we talked about, potassium is a very essential biological component when we talked about. It is used for the, when we talked about like सोडियम क्लोराइड है, उसी तरह पोटेशियम क्लोराइड बनाने में पोटेशियम यूज्ड होगा. When we talk about potassium chloride, it is used as a good fertilizer agent. So there is uses of potassium and cesium. Lastly, when we talked about, it is used in devising photochemical cells. So these are the uses of, we can say that, metals, alkali metals जिसमें हमने देखा lithium. Then we have learned about sodium. Second, third we have learned about potassium, and lastly cesium. So these are the uses of the particular metals. So children, kindly see the video properly, and then if you have doubt, then just give me the comment in comment box. Thank you and have a nice day.